John, developing this morning, more fallout for the EPA following a federally caused toxic spill last week.
Yeah, and that spill continues to flow downstream this morning. Navajo Nation President Russell Begay says he's directed staff to take immediate legal action against the EPA. He's also demanding they bring in safe water for farmers and families. EPA workers looking into pollution at the mine site in Colorado. That's where mine waste was accidentally spilled into the Animas River, turning it orange. The EPA now estimates 3 million gallons of pollution have been dumped, a lot more than initially thought. And listen to this. Recently, water tested in Silverton, Colorado shows levels of arsenic, lead, copper, and mercury well above what's legally allowed in drinking water. Anyone with a well on the river's floodplain is being told not to use that water at all. There are free water stations available in San Juan County and La Plata County. We put the full details on our website, KRQE.com.
Happening today, a team of scientists, engineers, and technical specialists are ready to test well water for free. That's taking place Monday through Saturday this week at the San Juan County Fairgrounds. And again, this is in response to last week's spill of toxic metals in the Animas River. The test will help to identify metals that are of concern, and owners of wells along the floodplain will have priority. If warranted, some of those wells could be flagged for additional testing. Further details on our website, krqenews.com, or the KRQE News app. Just look under the KRQE links. Breaking overnight, a demonstration interrupted by gunfire.
It was supposed to be a peaceful memorial there as activists continue to call for justice 1 year after the death of Michael Brown. Instead, police say an 18-year-old man was shot by officers after he fired shots at an unmarked SUV. According to police, he was close friends with Brown. Many there remain angry this morning that Officer Darren Wilson was never charged in Brown's death.
In Texas this Monday, a rally turns violent after a large group of protesters showed up at the Waller County Sheriff's Office. That's where Sandra Bland was found dead in her jail cell after being arrested during a traffic stop. The group also called attention to the killing of Michael Brown. 4 Waller County Sheriff's deputies suffered minor injuries during that protest after a group pushed their way into the lobby of the Sheriff's Office. New this morning, police in Houston say a man with a violent criminal history is accused of fatally shooting a family of 6. David Conley is now charged with capital murder. After negotiating with the suspect who had barricaded himself inside, police escorted him out of the home and took him into custody, and that's when they found the bodies. No word on a motive or connection with the family, but he is expected in court later today.
We turn out to this happening today. We could learn more about a pilot who was rushed to the hospital after making a rough landing in Clovis yesterday. The Clovis News Journal reports the pilot's injuries were not life-threatening despite this right here. Look at your TV screen. He was transported to Lubbock for treatment. Investigators say the plane's passenger compartment appeared to be intact, though its tail was severely damaged, as you just saw from that picture. The city-owned airport's runway was closed for a while after that incident.
4 minutes past the hour this morning, police are on the hunt for a man who they say tried to ram an officer when that officer opened fire in Las Vegas. They say on Friday, police found a car believed to have been involved in a shooting. When an officer approached that vehicle, they say Marvin Maestas was seen inside the vehicle with a rifle. Police say the officer ordered Maestas to come out. Instead, he tried to ram the officer with the car, and they say that's when the officer fired at him. He got away. Police are still searching for him this week.
Listen to these new facts this morning. Cancer patients who consider themselves spiritual are physically, mentally, and socially healthier than cancer patients who do not consider themselves spiritual. That's according to a review of studies that involved more than 44,000 patients. Researchers also found patients not connected to a religious community experience greater psychological distress.
Sports fans are mourning the passing of Frank Gifford this morning. The NFL Hall of Famer, longtime sportscaster, died over the weekend of what is being called natural causes. Gifford was a running back and wide receiver for the New York Giants before becoming a longtime commentator for ABC's Monday Night Football. His wife, popular talk show host Kathy Lee Gifford, tweeted her gratitude to fans for their condolences. Both very big names, right? It's sad to see him go.
Our thoughts go out to them this morning.
And new on this Monday, Republican presidential frontrunner Donald Trump is making headlines again.
He sure is. This time for refusing to apologize following his latest controversial remarks about Megyn Kelly. Yesterday, Trump made the rounds on the Sunday shows, saying he cherishes women after implying the Fox News host directed sharp questions at him. That was during last week's debate because she was hormonal. Trump later launched a new attack against the only woman running on the Republican side, Carly Fiorina. saying she has zero chance at winning the nomination.
Starting today, you can buy your tickets for the state fair, even though it is now just a month away. Walgreens stores will have advance passes this morning. In addition to day tickets, you can also buy passes for unlimited carnival rides. This year's state fair runs from September 10th through the 20th, and you can find more details on the KRQE News app. Just click on the links this morning. Get you going early.
Take a look at this new video. It shows tense moments as a small plane is forced to make an emergency landing in Fort Lauderdale. You can see the plane here making a belly landing. The pilot says right before he landed, an alert popped up letting them all know the plane's landing gear was unsafe. The pilot was enforced to fly to burn off fuel in a safe area around the airport before attempting that landing there. No one was hurt. That's the good news and all that, but they had to have been terrified.
I was going to say, can you imagine being on board that plane, not knowing what's going to happen next? That's the worst part.
No, thank you.
They must have handled it